Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily if it is your first time here. Today's video is going to be the next episode of my astrology inspired makeup look series, and today's sign is Libra. Now, Libras are the scales. They are known for harmony and balance. They like to try to keep the peace, and they are pretty emotional. Like, not as big as crybabies as Cancer, but they are very in tune to their emotions, and they are very balanced and like to keep things nice and calm and balanced. So today's look is going to be soft and pink and like harmonious, but balanced and like monochromatic. So we're gonna like stick to cooler tones but have them all being very soft and pretty. And the skin is going to be very glowy, and I want to look like angelic. I want to look really pretty. That's what I'm going for. So without further ado, I am going to pin my hair back and we will jump right into the makeup. Oh, before I do that though, I did just want to mention this nail color today is Lights Lacquer at Last, and I just painted them and I'm obsessed with this color. I think it is so gorgeous. Now we'll move into the makeup. Why does she always do this when I start filming? Alright, so while I was pinning my hair back, I also did prime and set my eyelids. She literally does this every time I start filming. Where is she going? What is she digging for? What is hoping to be accomplished? I don't have any of the answers. We're just gonna pretend like she's not there. The eyeshadow palette I'm going to be working with today is the Colourpop and Kathleen Lights So Jaded palette, and I'm going to start by taking the shade Rose Quartz on a big fluffy blending brush and kind of like diffusing that through my crease as my transition shade. And I am building it up a little bit, but I don't want it to be like too intense. So next I'm going to be taking this Luxie 207 brush, and I'm going to take the shade Ametrine from the palette, and I'm going to kind of like pack that all over my lid and blend it out. This is where we start getting some of the soft pink. The shade Ametrine has these like super gorgeous like reflex in it. It's like one of those sequin shades, you know. I'm picking up some of Ametrine and packing it on my lid with my finger. This is really only necessary if you want to see some of that like gold reflect coming through, which I do, which now that I'm doing this, I feel like this step really isn't necessary because we are going to put like a sparkly topper all over. I'm gonna go back in with some more Rose Quartz just to kind of blend everything together. The topper shade that I'm using is this Sephora single shadow in the shade Twinkle Twinkle. It's kind of cool toned and it's just really sparkly and pretty. So I'm going to pick some of this up on my finger and press it all over my lid. And right here in the middle, I'm going to drag this all the way up to my brow so that it just catches the light right here on my brow bone. I love how this glitter isn't like chunky at all. It just gives the most slight reflect. I think it is so pretty. So I'm going to just leave the eyeshadow there for now, and we're going to move on to the face makeup. I'm going to be priming my face with this little Rare Beauty Always an Optimist illuminating primer because I want to be super glowy for this look, and this is one of the glowiest primers that I currently have. And then for foundation, I'm going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous foundation because it is the most luminous foundation that I have. This is one of the most perfect color matches ever. It's just like, I feel like it barely even looks like I have any foundation on just because of how perfect the color is. So I just corrected my under eyes with my Becca under eye corrector. I felt like my under eyes were looking really dark, which is kind of strange. The concealer I'm using is the RMS Beauty Uncoverup concealer. It is a super light coverage but super glowy concealer. Going to set my under eyes a little bit, but I'm just going to use a very small amount of powder because I still want to look pretty dewy, and I'm going to set with a brush, which I usually use a sponge to set my under eyes with, but because I just want to really lightly set, I'm going to use a brush. And then I'm not going to set any of the rest of my face actually. So I want to finish off the eyes real quick. I'm going to smoke a little bit of ametrine down on my lower lash line. I feel like I want a little bit more of a reflect right in the middle, so I'm taking some of Diamond, which is the Super Shock shadow in this palette, and I'm going to put that like right in the center. Alright, that is more like what I wanted. I'm going to take some of the ColourPop Creme Gel Liner in the shade Gobie and put that in my waterline. So I like how that looks, but I do kind of look like I have pink eye because my eyes are a little irritated right now, because this is actually the second look I've done today. But hopefully once the mascara is on, that'll go away. The mascara I'm using is going to be my Milk Kush mascara, and before I put that on, I am going to give my lashes a bit of a curl. Mascara's on, and now we will move on to the face. For bronzer, I'm going to be using my Nabla Skin Bronzing in the shade Soft Revenge. This is kind of a more cool toned bronzer, which I thought would be perfect for this more cool toned makeup look. And this gives a bit of a softer application for bronzer as well. I feel like so far this look is turning out exactly how I wanted it to. So I was going to use the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek Blush in the shade Jolly, but I think it's a little bit too warm peachy pink, so I'm gonna grab a different blush that I think would match this eye look a little bit better, and I will be right back. So I found the blush that I want to use, and this is a blush that I've had for years. It is from the brand Ferdinand, and it is the blush in the shade Skinny Dip, and I think it would just be pretty perfect for this look. So this is my e.l.f. powder brush, and I'm gonna blush up with this. And then for my highlights, I wanted to use a really soft pink highlight, but I wanted to make sure it was actually pink and not like champagne-y leaning. So I have this little eyeshadow palette that I actually got in an Ipsy, and it is the brand Space Case, and it is their, I don't even know what eyeshadow palette it is. I actually use this as highlighters, and I'm going to be using the shade right here in the middle called Unicorn Horn, and I swatched it on my hand and it's pretty perfect. Like, it really comes off as very pink, and that's definitely what I wanted. I feel like I didn't have all the pink highlighters that I have look almost more gold on the cheeks, and I wanted it to be a very true pink highlight. And then I'm gonna go back to the eyes just for a second. There's kind of something I want to do. So I noticed that I accidentally got some shimmer down here right in the middle, but it looks kind of cool. So I'm going to take some more diamond and just kind of put it like almost like tears just right there. I kind of like it. It looks almost wet. Yep, that's what I wanted. And I might actually take a little bit of the shade Moonstone from the palette and top that on top of my cheeks as well. Why not? I love the way my skin is looking, and I also picked out a lip combo that I think is going to be super pretty as well. I'm going to apply a little bit of my Huda Beauty like liquid chapstick lip balm, liquid lip balm, just to put a little bit of moisture. And then I'm going to line my lips with the NYX lip pencil in the shade Peekaboo Neutral. For the lipstick, I'm going to be taking the Essence Long Lasting Lipstick in the shade 07. And then I'm going to top it with the Tarte Vegan Lip Oil in the shade Fresh Pressed. Give myself a good spray with my innbeautyproject Power Up Dual Face Setting Mist, which adds even more glow. And this is the finished look. I'm actually obsessed with the way that it turned out. This is literally the exact look that I had in mind, and honestly, I'm feeling the Libra vibes quite a bit. If you did enjoy this video, I hope you will subscribe and give it a thumbs up before you go, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye!